Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain. But you feel it. I'm trying to free your mind.
So I just wanted to do a quick guide on how to protect yourself from SIM swapping. With SIM swapping, hackers can easily gain access to your text messages, emails, contacts, bank accounts, and a bunch of other stuff right from your phone. So let's just do a quick glance over on some ways you can protect yourself from a more commonplace hack, it seems like these days. But number one, SIM swapping attacks usually start through social engineering. Ideally, they will probably call the cell phone company first, pretending to be you, or they might just call you directly, pretending that they're customer support. Most cell phone providers do not ask you to give them sensitive information like your PIN codes and all that over the phone. If you're having issues with your account, or you think there might be an issue with your account, it's better to just go to AT&T, T-Mobile, wherever, and sign in and work with an associate, or you can use a web portal, log in safely from there. But as far as emails go, I would be skeptical. I recommend being skeptical of any of them. Check the sender. Phishing emails usually have a unique sending address. The text in the email might be misspelled or something like that. I have grammar issues. If you're unsure, the best place is just go ahead and open up a separate tab or a guest window and log into your account and check it yourself. Now, the second thing you should also do to help prevent SIM swapping is boost your security with strong MFA. You're probably familiar with multi-factor authentication by now, especially if you're using an account and it sends you a text or a code on an email. That's multi-factor. When it comes to preventing SIM card swaps, try to avoid using text or emails for MFA. The best option is to use like an app or a physical device. Google Authenticator would be the app in this case, and a YubiKey would be the physical authenticator. Your phone provider also has some added measures you can do to protect yourself from SIM swapping. One of those is just a number transfer pin. You can do that from your account. You can just turn that on. It's that way if a hacker tried to access your phone, they would need that pin to port over to their new SIM card. Now, keep in mind, if you were to port your number over, you would have to remember that PIN code. So I would write that down and store it someplace safe, preferably someplace offline. And the last thing you want to do is to isolate your personal phone from other activities. And what I mean by that is basically if you're doing day-to-day banking and business and you're checking your crypto and your stock portfolio, I would dead that. I would get a completely different device for that altogether. Maybe that's a cheap computer, a tablet, or even another phone. Maybe you have an iPhone, you get an Android, or vice versa. And just use that device for banking and crypto and checking your, tax information or whatever. Got to go to DMV, whatever. And then you have your other phone that you use to just browse Instagram and social media and your day-to-day texting and phone calls. Also, when you have that other device, keep that device separate from public Wi-Fi. Try to only use it in your privacy of your own home. If you're dealing with sensitive information, I also recommend pairing it with a VPN. If you have to use public Wi-Fi or the Starbucks or whatever, again, try to hop on a VPN real quick. There's free apps like Proton VPN you can use for your computer and your phone if you have a phone. But to wrap it up and to sum everything up here, just be wary of any emails, calls, and texts you get. If you're still unsure, just to be safe, go ahead and log into your accounts directly in a browser. Don't click on any links. If there's a legitimate warning or a legitimate threat to your account, you'll see a notification. Or you might get a legitimate call from the bank number you recognize. You should also add MFA to your accounts. It's better to use an app or a physical device like a YubiKey. And also be sure to contact your cell phone provider and help you set up that number transfer pin, or you can Google it and you can find the directions. You can probably do it directly from your online phone account. And also consider adding a separate device to isolate your day-to-day phone meme posting from your important business and banking and things like that. But let me know in the comments what you think about this. Have you uh, ever had an issue with a SIM swapping attack? What steps did you take if you did? If there's something you would add to this list that you would do, let me know in the comments what you think. If you're watching this on Odyssey, Rumble, or YouTube, I greatly appreciate it. Thanks and take care.